Lattimore. Well, hit the deck hard and grabbing her left knee.
It was really hard. You know, it broke my heart like a million pieces, but I just knew I had to get to work the next day. My name is Latasha Lattimore. I'm from Toronto, Ontario. I play basketball on the University of Miami, and I was at Texas before, and I had recently transferred, and this is my second year at Miami. I would say the reason why I came to Miami was because, for one, I just felt, after I had a conversation with Coach Katie and Coach Fitz, Coach Josh, you know, everybody on the staff, I just felt as if, like, for me, the main thing I was looking for was if I really felt loved, or if, like, I just felt as if this would be a second family from home. So honestly, I felt like I took the consideration of just, I feel like after I got off the call, after I had my whole visit, like, I was amazed, because this whole time in my 2 years of college, my first year, obviously, you know, I felt loved. You know, I had a great experience at Texas, all love for them, but I just felt like I was missing something, and the one thing I was missing was the love part. And I just felt like everybody here, including Coach Katie, my teammates, everybody here, we're all so connected, and it's just like, even off the court, like, you need something, they're there for you. So I feel like the connection and the love was the main part of why I came to Miami. For every athlete that gets injured, I feel like for me personally, the bounce back was just go out there and do what you gotta do. Take care of business. Like, you didn't come back for nothing. You didn't rehab all the time for nothing. So I feel like that experience was just so amazing for me. So I was just grateful. I could just thank God, honestly. Every time I stepped on the court, I always thanked God. I always kept my head up. Anything that happened, like, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm really fresh to the game again, so I never really got down on myself ever, not once during any of my injuries. So just being able to, you know, go through the process of rehabbing and trying to come back and coming here and being able to just play.
It's a long road a lot of times, especially in Tasha's case after a second injury. It's something that's hard to come back from, and it doesn't take, it's not an easy road.
We finally got to Michigan. I was so excited to play that game. I just remember me telling myself, like, go out there and kill. Like, you're gonna do so good. Like, and I was doing amazing actually to start off the game, and just went downhill after that.
Lattimore went down awkwardly underneath the rim, grabbing her knee in pain.
I remember me going up for a layup, obviously, and, like, I don't even think there was any contact around me, and my knee gave out a little bit. I think I twisted the wrong way, and I just remember me falling, and because it was my second injury, I just remember, like, everything just flashing through my head, like, from the first injury, everything just going through my head. Like, the first time I hurt myself, I heard a pop. The second time I heard a pop, so I'm just like, automatically, I kind of felt like, okay, yeah, no, this is my ACL, like, I'm out for the season.
There's a lot of pieces involved to a successful rehab. I think number one, the athlete is at the center of it. And so Tasha's ability to adapt and to overcome is tremendous. You know, it's not easy going from one injury, let alone a second injury. And so coming back from that takes a lot of grit, a lot of determination, and there's a lot of times where it feels like there's a off-road of the highway where you can say, I'm done, I give up, right? But for her, to be able to get back on the road right after having those moments and to push through, I think that was the main piece of success. I think we have an awesome team here. Our athletic trainer, Silver, Bree, our strength and conditioning coach, and then we have a variety of other providers that all kind of gather around our athletes and help them at different points in the road where they need more of each of us. And so I think overall her determination and hard work that she put in helped us get to the finish line.
I can just remember me thinking, like, oh my God, like, am I gonna make it through this whole new journey again? Am I going to be able to come back and play the same way I played before? It was a lot of thoughts going through my head, but again, everybody made me feel, and it was well known that I was still a player. I was still the person who I was off the court. And just coming back, I would say it was really hard. It's never easy coming back from ACL, and I just want everybody to know, like, if you're going through an ACL injury, it's never easy. Like, even if somebody tells you it's gonna be okay, like, it's gonna be okay. After you get your surgery and you're rehabbing and you're getting back to come back on the court. But I want to say, like, that mentally will get to you, but use your resources.
My role with her was just to help guide her in the process from the initial injury back to strength and conditioning, working with them. And it really was a team effort for everybody gathering together around Tosh to help get her back.
I took the time out to just, find myself and just really know the game of basketball again. Because before I got hurt, I feel as if I was really just not really appreciating basketball almost. I just never wanted to, I'm not gonna lie, I never wanted to practice. I never wanted to do this, I never wanted to do that, because again, like, coming back from an injury, everything's gonna be hard, everything's new again, so you really have to take the time to adapt, but once you find yourself, there's no going back.
I think for Tasha, it is a roller coaster at first, right? It's a lot to go through and a lot to walk through again, and knowing that. So I think part of having the injury helps in some way, because you know what to expect and you know what you need to walk through. But the other part is that you have to start from scratch and build all the way up again. So I think she did a great job working with our team to handle those pieces of it, working with me, working with our athletic trainer to handle when it's too stressful, when do we need to take a step back and just look at the big picture and move back forward, and then when can I push, when can I emotionally be invested, when can I be strong and continue to push and make progress too.
I can really honestly just respect everybody around me as to why I'm here right now. I'm fully healed right now. I'm healthy. I'm on the court again. I'm doing very well, thank God. But yeah, it's just, I think I did use that as this is your second injury. To me, this is your second injury, but you'll get over it. Like, you're gonna overcome this. You got it.
There's a lot of big milestones, every time you take your first step after injury. One of the big ones we had was we do some strength testing, and so when she passed her strength testing, that's a huge milestone for her. I remember over and over again, every time she tested, we put it on the calendar, and coach could see it and she could see it. And my favorite moments are texting coach, hey, she passed this milestone, she's ready to go on to the next one.
One thing I learned about myself would be I can overcome anything. Anything that comes in my way, I can easily just brush it off, get through it, because once you go through one ACL tear and you go through a next one, those injuries are so mentally tough, and it really just challenges you, and it pushes you to find who you are. And for me, it pushed me, but it also made me mentally just so much stronger. There's no looking back. You're not injured anymore. You're fully healed. Like, you're a new person on the court. You're mentally ready. You're physically tough. So my first game back, I was nervous for the first couple of seconds when I stepped on the court, but after that, I was very comfortable. Once she subbed me in and everybody was cheering for me, I felt so loved. I just felt all the good memories that I had before playing basketball just come back to my head. I calmed myself down before I got back on the court. Once I got back in, my first bucket was actually a transition. Like, I ran past everybody, and I surprised myself because I'm like, oh my God, like, this is my first game back and I'm outrunning everybody on the court. So I'm like, okay, no, this is a little thing, like a little rocky for me, but I outran everybody on the court, got my little transition layup, and that was the first layup I got, and it was from Latasha.
But the biggest milestone, obviously, is getting to see her back on the court and playing. And so I think there were a couple of huge games for us this fall that she took a part in, especially the Mississippi State game, getting to see her be an effective part of the team again. That's what just makes it worth it and makes it exciting for us too.
My journey, I would say, it wasn't easy. It was hard. It was easy and it was hard, but I never let that stop me at all. And my journey is still growing, still going, but I just know now that I'm mentally and physically strong, and anything that comes my way it's not gonna push me down. I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna overcome it every single time. And just my journey being here again and again, I can say this over, it's honestly just been amazing. I have no words, honestly. It's just been amazing.